You've had a busy night. When were you planning to tell me you'd arrested John Alden? Before or after you hang him?
The man is a loose cannon. He threatened the selectmen in front of half the town.
If he's a problem, he's my problem.
With all due respect.
My husband controls Salem, and I control him. You do nothing without my say. With all due respect. Find out who broke our circle. Find the seer. His eyes were there.
Mrs. Sibley?
Open it.
Yes, ma'am.
Now leave. It's meant for what you did. Threatening the selectmen. I'd never let that happen.
Where was that compassion?
You're free to go. The selectmen urge you to leave Salem and never come back.
The selectmen?
Trying to save you. You don't belong here. I can't leave. Your confidence astounds me, Captain. Did you imagine that I would welcome you back with tears of joy? You're too late. It's over. I don't want you here. Get out of Salem. Now, or you will hang.
Not this baby out of this girl. Not until she tells us the name of the father.
Mrs. Sibley, excuse me.
Salem won't shoulder another bastard. What are you doing here?
Years yet.
That is his problem, not Salem's.
You're a woman. You were even a poor one once. But now, you're Mary Sibley. For once, use your position among the Puritans to help.
No man is worth it, child. Or if he is, he would rather you tell us his name than die trying to protect him.
Billy! It was Billy Balin, Cooper's apprentice. Just relax. Well done! Keep going.
It's going to be all right. Excuse us, madam. Come on now, on you go.
Has the poor girl improved?
We should not be praying for God to do what we can accomplish ourselves. Mercy Lewis is not suffering the work of witches or demons.
She broke her ropes 3 times at home, not to mention her father's arm. Mercy must be protected from herself, and we from her. There's no better place to do both than in the house of God.
To create fear in Salem. This so-called...
Miss Bishop, please, be careful of the words that you speak. They could sound like the words of the devil himself.
Sorry, my words were harsh. Sometimes my tongue runs ahead of my mind.
It's understandable. These are trying times for all of us. There was a time that I might have suckled something other than a toad.
It doesn't matter, and the earth cries out for innocent blood.
I know well my duties. Attention. I've made my choice. But we need more than another victim. And I know just the person to deliver us both. Wrote chapter and verse on them. The sign of a monstrous birth. Pluck a single leaf from the tree of life when a leaf is already dead on the branch. There's a girl out there who carries death inside. I could smell the baby. floating dead and malformed in her mother's womb. Don't weep for her. She never tasted a single bitter breath of life's betrayals. Yet her brief flicker of life will burn like a comet over Earth when I make of her a sign of the doom that's come upon Salem. You know what I enjoy most, George? Turning the good souls of Salem against one another like the rabid dogs you trained them to be.
The only thing that keeps me alive, the look on your face when John Walton finds out what you really are and throttles you with his bear.
Just think, George. I need only kill 9 more innocents before full Hunter's Moon, and my grand right is complete.
All of Salem is diminished by your loss. I can only imagine your suffering.
Thank you, Mrs. Sibley.
The others said that you were frightened. You thought that someone was trying to hurt your baby? Tell me what happened. Tell me. I'm going to tell you something. Never told anyone before. I too have lost a child. Oh, I know the pain you feel. I feel it even now. You must tell me what happened so that your child did not die in vain. I promise you, no harm will come to you. Tell me.
And
Go on. What of the midwife? What of her?
Forgive me. Ordinarily, this would be George's domain, but my husband, his condition... I fear that the very sight of this would stop his heart.
What is wrong?
A most terrible thing. A sign. Yes, just as... a monstrous birth. Delivered by our very own midwife, Bridget Bishop. In this very room. Mr. Lamb floated it in a bottle.
By the wounds of Christ. You were right to send for me.
But what does it portend? What is this a sign of? Is there anything we can do? I thank God you're here, Reverend. We would be lost without you.
Mother, please wait.
For our sins, collective. And who delivered his message? Deliver this monster. And potions. And...
I apologize. I share her concern to deliver their babies and care for them. And now suddenly we were...
to serve him. In the cradle of life.
I am innocent.
No, wait, I remember. I haven't read all those books, but I have seen a few. I think that you're probably right. I think an alt. Dry from the blood.
Perhaps it's time we heard from Mercy. Isn't that right, Reverend Mother?
Guilty witch?
Take them to her.
Quite right. All may be guilty. Take the midwife and the 3 whores, too. Shall we vote?
What are you made of things? Nearly ruined by a single sound argument. I question now why we let you begin this.
Why?
Because this is the fulfillment of all our dreams. Vengeance for centuries of oppression. Too late for doubts now, Hale. We are all in this together.
Yes, and we shall all burn together at this rate. You're too young to understand the risk you're taking. I saw my entire family burn at the stake. I tasted their ashes in my mouth. I have no desire to taste my own.
Well, perhaps you old world witches are simply too scared or too scarred to claim this new world. Not me.
I'm not alone. The elders have their doubts too.
All your fears are unnecessary. Innocent blood flows and will continue to flow. Results, Mr. Hale, are all that matter. And speaking of results, what of your errand?
Petrus assures us we'll soon know who saw us.
The uninvited. You must have stayed along with the Indians. Savage. Leaving Salem.
To the contrary, Anne Hale reminded me.
Really? I thought you hated this place.
I thought so too. Fella told me something today. He said it was a damn sight easier to break things than to fix them.
And you intend to fix things. Plan on doing that.
A seat with the Alden name. Reckon maybe it was time I claimed it. Might just be one voice, but it is a start.